These are the latest victims of continuing arrest in northern Mali. They have been received in this border area by the UN and the Niger authorities. Some of these people, like Tagit, walked for days to reach Niger.
We had no means of transportation except a donkey on which we mounted the children. My husband was driving it. That was about 10 days ago.
Recent fighting in northern Mali among armed groups on the one hand and between those groups and the Malian army on the other caused thousands of civilians to flee.
What forced us to come here was the absence of security in our country. There is no safe haven anywhere in Meneka. Yes, rebel groups are there as well as the UN, but they can't prevent anything from happening. They can't confront robbers and aggressors.
The UN has been hosting over 13,000 Malian refugees in this border area of Intikan in northern Niger. Now that number is on the rise during the rainy season, the most difficult time of year for relief interventions.
These are the new refugees who arrived at our Nitakan center. These are just the latest arrivals. But 2 weeks ago we counted 3,000 new refugees from Mali. They say they were fleeing fighting between armed groups, with total absence of the state and multiplication of banditry. Now this big number of people is a strain on our limited resources, as we didn't have contingency plans for them.
Whatever the UN is doing here doesn't seem to respond to the basic needs of the newcomers, who still sleep in open spaces and under trees.
There are essential items that we've never seen here, such as milk for children, clothes and shoes for the poor, and tents that are crucial in the rain. We also need a speedier process of registration for the new arrivals.
Some of those concerns were put to the local authorities, which seem to be unable to do much about the situation.
The government do a lot, join with the HCR to take care of all these refugee population. But really, we need more means.
Most of the recent refugees are ethnic Tuareg, a community which straddles the border between Mali and Niger. But they say they face discrimination in both countries. Mohamed, Vall, Al Jazeera.